Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I'm going to Charlotte. Y'all pray for me, I swear. Of course, if you see this video, that means I made it back alive. I do not like Charlotte. I don't like going to Charlotte. I don't. It's just, God, the traffic down there is so terrible. People are nuts down there. I mean, I don't like the way they drive up here, but it is worse down there. I hate it. But we're going to IKEA. Now, I haven't been to IKEA in over 10 years. I've only been once in my whole life. I went down there with Linda the Good Witch. We were looking at some stuff for closet organization, and we did end up buying some stuff. And that was the only time I've ever been to IKEA. It was nice. I mean, I enjoyed it. We had a good time, you know, walking around looking at everything, and we did buy some stuff. So, yeah, I don't need anything as far as I know. Although my younger son asked me to get, there's a shark. There's a little plush shark. I forget what it's called. I think it starts with a B. I don't speak Swedish. I have no freaking clue what his name was. Balrog. That's the Lord of the Rings thing. Blargle, Blicky Blue. I don't know. Something with a B in it. Bitch. I don't remember what his name was. Anyway, he wants me to get a little shark for him. I told him I would look, and if they weren't too expensive, I'd get him a small one. I wasn't going to. They come in different sizes. Like, I'm not getting a great big shark. I'll get you a little shark, maybe, depending on how much they are. And I have dined at IKEA. I have had some of their meatballs. They were pretty good. Remember that there was a rumor going around at one point, I don't know, this was years ago, they were made out of horse meat or something. I don't know, something like that. Or there was a batch that was made out of horse. I don't. They were good. If it was horse, that was a yummy horse. Good horse. Yeah, it was all right. They were good. I liked them. I've had different kinds of meat. I've had bear. I've had crocodile, rattlesnake, deer. Of course, deer. I mean, venison is really good. If it's prepared properly, it's very good. You can do all kinds of things with deer meat. So I don't care. Shit, I'll eat it. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so we're going down here, and I'm hoping to make a couple of videos in IKEA. And this is the only IKEA near here is the one down in Charlotte. We don't have one in Greensboro, which is fine. I mean, it's not the kind of place where I'd want to go on a regular basis. I do like their big ass blue bags though. Oh man, those, let me tell you, especially if you have kids or if you have to carry lots of smaller things, those big blue IKEA bags, they're made out of this like tarp, like a plastic woven material. Oh my word, they are wonderful. They fold up really small and they open up and you can just put the whole damn world in one of those bags. I love it. When my kids were small, oh, I loved my IKEA bags. I used them for everything, especially like if you're going out on the beach and you have all the beach toys and towels and water bottles and sunblock, and you know, you can just chuck it all in there, throw it a little strap over your shoulder and go. Best thing ever. They open up really big. You can put everything in there. Love their bags. And when I sold more stuff on eBay, I would use them to carry my eBay packages into the post office. Because I could, if the packages weren't huge, you could get a whole bunch of eBay stuff in there to carry in. And it would save me from having to make a bunch of trips back and forth to the car to go get my packages. Oh, it was great. Absolutely great. So we're going to IKEA. Now I have the GPS lady turned on and she's probably not going to say anything for the next 20 minutes or so. If she does, I apologize if she chimes in. She's very rude. Every now and then she'll think of something and just say it. Shut up, lady. Every now and then though, I hate it. My app will just stop working, but I won't know it's stopped working. She just gets quiet. So I get nervous if she's quiet for too long too. Like, is it still working? I have to check. You know, sometimes I'm just driving along, like, I feel like we should have turned somewhere by now. Why is she not saying anything? And I look and the app will have stopped working. Like, oh, hell, I'm 10 miles off track. Like, damn it, we should have turned a long time ago. I didn't know. So, you know, I thought about living in Charlotte. I thought about it for about 2 seconds, and like, hell no. when I was ready to go back to school, I wanted to finish my English degree, and I didn't need much to finish it. I only needed a few credit hours to finish it. I narrowed it down. I wanted to stay kind of in central North Carolina. I mean, I just want to stay like in the middle of the state. I didn't want to go to the mountains. I didn't want to go back to the beach. Like, I narrowed it down to UNC Charlotte and UNC Greensboro. I thought, well, it's going to be one of those two, but I thought, I really don't want to live in Charlotte. I can't stand that traffic down there. There's just constant construction everywhere all the time. I don't really want to deal with that. So I ended up moving to Greensboro, and it was the best decision ever because I really love it there. I feel so at home. I feel more at home in Greensboro than where I grew up. I do. I feel like I'm at home. I feel like that's where I'm supposed to be. I've always felt that way since the first time I moved there was in January of 1996, and I have felt at home there since then. I don't want to live anywhere else. That's where I want to live. Although I will say, if I were to ever move, I know where I'd go. I do. I know where I would go, and it's not far from Greensboro at all. I would move out to the Gibsonville area. I would. It's beautiful out there. It's kind of rural. It's quiet. It's kind of out in the country. It looks a lot like where I grew up, but it's still close to Greensboro. It's like, 20 minutes from Greensboro. Hop, skip, and a jump. That's where I would probably go. I would look at a place out in Gibsonville. I like it out there. It's very quiet, very peaceful, but it's still close to stuff. Yeah, that's the place for me. I like it out there. It's really nice. It's really pretty out there. Lots of forest and trees. I like it. So I hope you're up to good stuff today. I'm looking forward to going to IKEA because I haven't been in forever, and I am kind of looking forward to it. I think it'll be a fun little trip. I just hope I don't have any trouble with traffic. I don't anticipate any, but you never know. And I brought some snacks. I had a bowl of bran flakes, but I brought a chewy chocolate chip granola bar from Aldi. There's a Humvee, like an actual Humvee. And an apple. These are golden. There's another one. This is a golden. Hey, that's nice. It's like a little Jeep. This is a golden delicious apple from Lidl. I love their golden delicious apples. I'm just hooked on them lately. I love them. I can't get it. They're just really good right now. Very, very sweet and juicy. I've been eating a lot of those lately. Linda the Good Witch and I are going out to eat one night this week for Valentine's Day and his birthday. We weren't able to do it last week. He had some family stuff going on, and so we're gonna go out I don't know what night yet. We're going out one night this week. Going out to eat. That'll be nice. I don't know where we're going, but I'm paying because we have this debate every year. Like, I'm paying. He said, no, I'm paying because it's Valentine's Day. I said, I'm paying because it's your birthday. We could just go out again. One has to be for your birthday and one has to be for Valentine's Day. But I'm paying for one of them. I don't mind paying for it. I don't mind at all. I don't understand why not. It should be 50-50. You shouldn't expect one person to pay for everything. I just don't think that's right. I redid my nails. That's Jazzy. It's the color from the CVS video. Jazzy. I'm speeding a little bit. I got excited about my nail polish. I just love that color. It's just so happy. It's so happy. It's a nice little nail polish. It's pretty decent. With a good base coat and a good top coat, it'll last for several days and look good. What do I have going on? Not much. Since I talked to you yesterday, not much has changed. I don't know where IKEA is, like, in Charlotte. I'm just hoping I don't have to drive into Charlotte. Like, can I just... I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, is it kind of on the outskirts? Is it like on the... I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it is. Like, please don't make me deal with a bunch of shitty traffic. I'm not in the mood for that today. Can we just not? I don't want to deal with shitty traffic. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, IKEA is a big store. If you've never been there, it's pretty damn big. I'm gonna do it like I did Buc-ee's. I'm break it up into 2 different videos. I wonder if I could do like 2 distinct sections. I don't know shit about IKEA because I haven't been there forever, and I've only been there one time. But I'm gonna dine at IKEA as well. I think I might see what they have to eat. If it looks good. Maybe I could make a video of their little cafeteria. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I mean, there's a chance I could get down there and try to make a video, and an employee comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, what are you doing? Stop that. You can't make videos in here." It's not always obvious that that's what I'm doing though. Most people think there are buzzards up there on that sign. I keep seeing buzzards nesting everywhere, roosting. You know, they roost like chickens. You know, no, you can't see it. It's a real tall sign with 3 buzzards sitting on it. Vultures. They nest like chickens at night. There's a water tower in Jamestown where they'll all fly up into the water tower and they nest up there like some spooky ass looking Edgar Allan Poe decor or something like. Ew. They serve a purpose though. They eat all that roadkill and shit that we don't want to deal with. So I mean, that's cool. You ever looked at a buzzard though? God almighty, they got the ugliest head. But evolutionarily speaking, it makes sense that they don't have any feathers on their head. You don't want to get bacteria and crap up there. That's why they don't have any feathers up there. Why am I talking about buzzards? Oh my God. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could get down there and some overzealous employee comes up to me, "Don't do that. Don't make video in here." Yeah, a lot of times people just think I'm FaceTiming somebody because I got my little earbuds in, you know, and they think I'm talking to somebody, so they don't care. Most people don't care. They don't give a half of a thought. Okay. But we'll just see what happens. Sometimes you just got to go for it and see what happens. Look at my sweater. Isn't this crazy? I love this sweater. It's very comfortable. It's a little baggy though. It's very billowy. It's like big for some reason. I don't know. It's made to be kind of big. I still like it though. I love all the colors on it. Found it at Goodwill. What else is new? That's where I find all kinds of stuff. So, I wanted to give a little bit of advice on something. Somebody asked me if I would make a video about dealing with hardship. I've talked about it before. I don't really have a lot to say about it. Everybody deals with hardship differently, from my experience. You know, some people need to talk about it a lot. Some people just want to deal with it alone. They don't want anybody bothering them. I'm more like that. I would rather not, you know, have other people involved. Let me sort it out. I'll come up with a solution. Some people want other people to give them a solution or handle the problem. Like if that's what you're used to, if you've lived a life where other people have handled your problems for you, if a problem comes up and you have to handle it, you don't know how. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I've not really experienced a life where other people handled my problems for me. I've always kind of had to handle my own damn problems, which makes me not eager to generate new problems, and that is a skill that is very nice. I mean, that's one thing about handling your own problems. If you do have to deal with your own issues for a while, you start going, man, I don't like this. I think in the future I'm going to try to make different choices so I don't have these problems, or I can reduce the number of problems I have in the future. But if you got somebody to bail you out of all your trouble, I guess you don't ever really think about it very much. So I've had to start over several times in my life. You know, when I left the church, I've been married and divorced 3 times. You kind of have to start over after every one of those. Financially, the first 2 divorces were really hard on me financially. I did not marry wealthy men, and the divorce was an expensive and long process. Yeah, not every woman gets divorced because they want a payday out of it. I didn't, trust me. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. These men didn't have any money. I didn't marry him for money. I thought I was in love. Oh my God. Nauseating. No, I was not in love. I don't know what the hell I was. I was fucked up. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. Starting over, dealing with trouble. Well, first of all, Take a breath. It's all right. Everybody deals with trouble. That may not be what you want to hear right now, but sometimes when you're dealing with like starting over, or you have a big problem to solve, you do feel like you're alone. You feel like you're on an island all by yourself, or I do. I feel like, I'm all alone in this struggle. And no, you're not. Everybody has to deal with problems in their lives. Take a good hard look at your problems and think to yourself, what can I do first? What can I do right now to get on the path to solving this problem? Or what can I do now to get on the path to rebuilding my life, starting over? What is the first thing I can work on? And work on it. You have to actually you have to work. You're going to have to take the initiative to take the steps to do things. Don't wait for somebody to do them for you, because they're not going to. Nobody else is going to tell you what to do. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. One thing I like to do is to listen to music. If there are songs that kind of inspire you or make you feel better, if you need a good cry, if you have a song that will help you have a good cry, listen to music. Take care of yourself. Go for a walk outside. Go swimming if you can. Something very nice about swimming, to me. Anyway, I like it. Realize that you didn't get into this situation in a day, and you're not going to get out of this situation in a day. It's going to take time, and sometimes it's going to feel like you're not making any progress at all. But if you are actively working toward improving your situation, you are making progress. It may just not always feel like you are. Talk to other people if you need to. Figure out what your style is. Are you the kind of person that likes to work on things by yourself? Do you need other people to talk to give you advice? What is your coping mechanism? What is your style? The GPS lady is going to start talking again in a minute. You got to figure out what works for you. Personally, I like to do things on my own. I don't really like to involve a bunch of other people when I'm dealing with problems and stuff. Like, I keep a lot of it close to my chest. I don't talk about everything. I like to just deal with it myself. But that's me. I mean, you might handle things totally differently. Ew, construction. All kinds of signs. And I have a Kia Soul creeping up on my ass. It's the color of pea soup, and I don't like it. It's going to be riding my ass all the way down this construction one-lane bullshit. Blah. Okay. Yeah, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It is going to take a while to recover from whatever position you are in. Do not fall into the trap of blaming other people for your problems. I know I say this all the time. It is an epidemic. People do that all the time. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You need to look objectively at your life and your problems. And if they were caused by you, you need to say so. I did this. I did this. And I am going to be the one to fix it. Don't be afraid to take responsibility for your actions. It's okay. It doesn't
Take the next left onto Calclea Road, then turn right onto I-85 Business Loop South.
I'm not, we're going straight. I have a divider. Where do you think I'm going to go? She's confused. Maybe I better just pause till I get through here. Alright, I don't know if she's going to say anything or not. There goes the Kia Soul. Hurry up! Hurry up! You just don't want to see anybody to see you driving that. It's like mucus. It's like some of those blobs of mucus from the Mucinex commercial would drive. Sorry. That's nasty. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to take responsibility for your part in whatever you're dealing with right now. That will help you in the future. If you fall into the trap of always blaming other people for your problems, you will continue to have problems. Does that make sense? Look back over your life. This is what I had to do with a therapist several years ago. And I didn't want to do it, but she made me do it. Look back at your life. Look for patterns in your life. Patterns of dysfunction. patterns of bad decisions, bad things that just seem to keep happening in your life. What is the common denominator in all of those things? You are the common denominator. I didn't want to hear that. I had a very blunt therapist, and I didn't want to hear it, but she was right. I was the common denominator in all of those things. Don't fall into the trap of blaming other people for the stuff that you decided to do. That was all on me. That was all on me. But once you really accept that and you really believe it and you see it, you can start to change your life. And as you move forward, maybe you can move forward in a more healthy way, and you won't fall back into those old patterns anymore, or you'll be less likely to, hopefully. So starting over, dealing with big problems, it sucks. I mean, it does. But see it as an opportunity, because it is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to really work on yourself and see the stuff that's going on with you that is causing these problems. It is a chance to improve yourself if you take it, if you will see it as that, and, face some hard truths about yourself. And I'm not saying you caused all your problems. You may legitimately be able to say, I didn't cause this problem. Maybe you were in a wreck and somebody hit you and now you're dealing with severe medical issues. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm not talking about, for me, it was ending up in toxic relationships over
In
and
half
over.
a mile, keep right to stay on I-85 Business Loop South.
What shit? That's not what the sign says. You said, oh, I don't know my damn left from my right. I don't know how the hell I've lived to be almost a half a century old. Sorry, GPS lady.
Keep right to stay on I-85 Business Loop South.
Is that right? Yes, it is right. Oh, I smell a skunk. There's a Clayton Homes. Look, you could buy a mobile home up there. Isn't that something? Some of them are actually really cute. Oh, that's cute. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, so my pattern that I had to face was toxic relationships, ending up over and over again in just, with just toxic people who would take advantage of me, take me for granted, treat me bad. That's what I kept doing. And the therapist said, well, what's the common denominator in every one of those relationships? You need to figure out what is going on with you that makes these relationships so appealing, because it's something. You got to figure out what it is. So, yeah, no, it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I don't like, looking at myself in a critical way, but sometimes you have to. So, all right, dealing with big problems and starting over. See it in a positive light. It is a time that you can change and grow. And growth is not always fun. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it will piss you off. But you can grow. Don't be in a hurry. Don't expect it to you're not going to resolve your problems overnight. You're not. You didn't get there overnight. You're not going to get out of it overnight. Rely on other people if you need to, but don't expect other people to solve your problems for you. You need to be solving your own damn problems. You're a grown-up. You need to act like a grown-up. Just some tough love, I'm sorry, but you need to act like a grown-up, because you are a grown-up. You need to handle your own shit. Do you handle other people's shit? If not, why do you expect them to handle your shit? Don't expect them to handle your shit. You can handle it. You're a big girl, big boy, whatever. You can do it. And don't be too hard on yourself. I mean, don't be overly critical of yourself. You are only human. We all make mistakes. If you do it once, it's a mistake. If you keep doing it, it is a choice, though. You can't keep saying it's a mistake if you keep doing the same thing over and over. No, you're choosing to do that. It's not a whoops one-time thing. No, you're making choices here. You're not making mistakes. So don't excuse it away by saying that. And don't let other people do it too. If you have people in your life who treat you bad and they say they made a mistake, if they keep doing it, they're making a choice. They are choosing to treat you bad, and you should not tolerate it. I tolerated it for way too long in my earlier years, and I wish I hadn't, but I know better now. I will never tolerate that again. We're in Lexington right now. I was down here the other day with my son to go to the DMV. Yep, he got his full license. It came in the mail the other day. It's so weird the way they do licenses now. I don't have to get mine renewed until next year. But the licenses are weird now. I don't like it. See, they used to be turned this way. You know, they were oriented like landscape. Now they're portrait. Now they're like this. I don't like it. Like it's, yeah, they're like that now. I don't like it. I think that no, it should be this way. I don't know. I just why are you changing it? I just don't understand. But anyway, you can do it. I will tell you now, I have faith in you. I know you can do it. Whatever it is you're dealing with, if you're having to start over, honey,
in a quarter mile, merge onto I-285, I-85 Business Loop South.
I have been there. I have had to deal with starting over. When I left the church, I had to go live with my mom for a while. We lived, my first husband and I lived with my mom for about, what was it, 3 months? We got jobs in Greensboro, and we were having to drive over an hour one way to get to work every day. We had to stay with her for about 3 months until we could save up some money and rent a place to stay. And I was so out of whack. I just felt discombobulated. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to describe it. I felt so disoriented. Like, what is this? I mean, we were supposed to be up there forever. We were in the church. We had dedicated our lives to it. Now we're down here, and I don't know what we're doing now. What are we doing? Who am I? I don't know. What is going on? I just felt very disoriented for the longest time. But keep going. That's another thing I say. Keep going. You can't stop. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. Keep working towards getting your life back together. For me, it involved, I got to get a job. I got to make money. We got to get a place to stay. I'm very glad that my mom let us stay with her. It was like 2 or 3 months we stayed with her. And I'm very glad she let us do that, because we had no money. We had nothing. I mean, yeah, it was rough. But we did do some work on our place while we were there, for rent. We fixed up some stuff in her house, and we did some stuff for her in exchange for her letting us stay there, and we gave her some money too. But anyway, it's hard. It's hard having to start over or deal with a big setback. It's hard, but keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up hope. All is not lost. As long as you're still breathing and you're above ground, there's hope. There's always hope. Don't forget that. There is always hope. Another day will dawn, and it will give you another chance to move forward a little bit more every day. Whatever it is you're trying to do, whether you're trying to reach a goal, rebuild your life, whatever it is you're trying to do, you have to be patient, and you have to keep working every day towards your goal. Don't get discouraged and give up because maybe you had a little setback or something. That's okay. See it for what it is. Keep going forward. Learn from that setback and keep going. And you'll get there. And the great thing too, once you get over that hump and you really start to recover, you won't believe how much better you feel about yourself. It will give you so much confidence in yourself. And that confidence is a springboard to keep going and work even harder. And you may find even other things about your life you want to change. It can just completely change your life. But you have to put in the work, and you have to be patient. You can do it. Whatever it is you're trying to do. I did it, and I know you can do it too. I've had to do it several times. There's a song, and I know the name of the group. I'm blanking on it right now. Broken Wings. Is that the name of the song? Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. And I love that song. Well, you could just Google that and find it. It's a song from the 80s. And that to me is a very inspirational song. I like that song. And Unstoppable by Sia. Is that her name? That's a hell of a song too. That's a very motivational song. I really love that song. I like it a lot. That's one of my current favorite songs. I really like that. I can listen to that while I'm mowing the yard and I feel like Wonder Woman out there. So yeah, find songs that motivate you and keep you going. Whatever songs they are. I mean, everybody's gonna have different songs. Those are songs I like. That truck is smoking like hell. Look at that. Oh my God. It's going to blow up. I hope not. So yeah, look for songs that motivate you and keep going, because you can do it. You can. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'm being serious. You can. And once you do, you won't believe how happy and proud you are of yourself. Look what I did. Even if you don't have anybody around to cheer for you, you can cheer for yourself. You can cheer for your damn self. Have a happy dance. Look what I did. Oh my God, look what I did. Especially if you have people in your life telling you you can't do it. It is so sweet to say, oh hell yes I can. Watch me. Shit, I'll do it twice and take pictures. Yeah, I can't do it. Shit. Watch me. Just watch. You just gave me the motivation to do it even better. So yeah, you can do it. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid of uncertainty in the future. And I'm telling myself that because I'm still looking for a job. I haven't decided what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do, but I am working on it. I did talk to the attorney, that I work with, and I told him I'll be around for the next 2 or 3 weeks, whatever, but after that I'm gonna be gone. So it's the end of an era for me, because I've been doing this stuff for years, and I want to do something totally different. What am I gonna do? I don't know, but I'm excited to see what's out there. What can I do? So, hey, the road's bumpy. I don't like this. Why do I always end up way over here? I don't know. But anyway, I better get back to driving. I'm not looking at you. If you're not used to me, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the road. People worry about me sometimes. Oh my God, she's going to wreck. No, honey. I have driven hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles. I've only had one wreck in my whole life, and it wasn't even it was 100% the other guy's fault. I was just nothing I could have done to prevent it. I was just driving down the road minding my own business, and the guy just turned right in front of me. I didn't even have time to hit the brakes. I T-boned him going about 40 miles an hour. Wasn't a damn thing I could have done. It's the only wreck I've ever had. I've had one speeding ticket. So don't worry about me. I'm good. But thank you so much for watching and for being here. Hopefully this IKEA thing will work out. Hopefully I won't have any problems. My phone is all charged up. I've got it plugged up to the charger right now just to make sure it's totally charged, ready to go. And I hope it'll work out, because I think this will be a great little walkthrough to do in IKEA. A lot of people don't have IKEA. They don't know what it's about. They've never seen one on the inside. They might like to see it, kind of like Buc-ee's, And I think I'll do it like the Buc-ee's videos, where I don't know if I have to do a voiceover or not. I don't know what the music situation is in there. If so, I will definitely do one of the voiceovers as a whisper, and the other one is just, like regular or whatever. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be fun. But thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.